Hi everyone, it's Kat and welcome back to my channel. So if you clicked on this video, you likely saw the title talking about how it's time to start that side hustle. So this is going to be a video all about my tips and tricks for how to succeed on eBay. So for context, I was a super seller on eBay. I no longer do it, but I wanted to share what I learned from my experience. That way, if you are looking to earn some extra money on the side, you can really succeed and have all the tools at your disposal to really grow that side hustle. For starters, it's really important that if you are selling items, the best way to kind of get income or really start growing your eBay shop is by selling name brand items. So if you're selling things like Nike, Adidas, maybe things from Anthropologie, items from Free People, Urban Outfitters, anything that has a name to it will really help you push items because people are searching for those specific brands. One thing that is super important with eBay is to make sure you have really good photos. If you have photos that look kind of grainy or maybe look like they are just stock photos, people will be less likely to buy your items because they may not trust that the item you're selling is actually real. They may think it's fake. The better photos you post, the more likely you are to make a sale because people are very visual, and especially on eBay, they're going to be poring over those pictures, seeing if the quality is as good as you say in your listing. So it's really important to make sure your photos are high quality, really clear, good coloring. I always like to touch up my photos a bit by editing the lighting so that you can really see all the details of my item. It's also important that what you're selling is not stuff that is in really bad condition. You should be selling stuff that is in excellent condition or slightly used. And eBay has a nice feature that when you are creating a listing, you can describe the quality of your item, whether it is new with tags, new without tags, slightly used, more used. And I always made sure to make my description of my product as accurate as possible, because if you list an item and then you say it's brand new, but then the item's actually used and then the customer receives it, then they can file a report on you and you will lose your sale. You may get a bad review. So it's best to be as honest as possible. If the item is not in good condition, then it's probably best not to sell it. With eBay, one thing that is really important is to have catchy titles. So when you first start on eBay, you will only have so many characters to use in the listing's title, but as you build up your sales and get good reviews, then your privileges get extended, so you'll have more characters to use in your title. If the item is new with tags, write NWT. People will know that that means new with tags, especially people that use eBay often. What I would always do is use up all my characters as much as possible, because people might just look at the photo or the title and then move on from the item to something else. So I would always make sure to include the quality of the item, such as new with tags, new without tags. Also make sure to include the size in the title. That way people could at a glance really easily see whether that item would fit what they need. And then I would also make sure to include colors, because sometimes people are looking for blue dresses specifically. So if you put blue dress, then your item is more likely to pop up in a search. I would also make sure to include any brand names in the title. That is also really important for getting more hits on your item. I would also put words in all caps sometimes, like the brand name, to really get people's attention. It's also, like I was saying with the blue dress, other things like winter jacket. Try to make your titles kind of snappy, or what people would be searching for, like Urban Outfitters shirt, vintage sweatshirt, things that will make your item really stand out. So for me, I never used the auction feature because I had issues with that in the past where bots would use the auction feature and then the sale would fall through. So what I like to use was the best offer feature, because that allows you to list your item at a buy it now price, or the customer can make you an offer and you can choose whether you want to reject it or accept it. And sometimes you're able to go back and forth until you get an offer that works best for both parties. Another way to really push your items is using promotional listings. When I was on eBay, what you could do is adjust the percentage for which you wanted your item to be advertised. Because if you use a promotional listing, it will take a percentage out of your profits. But what you could do is choose if you wanted to use 5% of your possible profit on promoting that item, 10%, 15%. And I usually did around like 4 to 5%, just enough to kind of bump it up so people could see it. And I found that it worked really well. And it's nice because when you use those promotional listings, eBay will give you data on how many people have viewed your item, how many people have maybe marked your item as a save for later. And it gives you a lot of insight on what you can do to make an item stand out. For example, you might be able to see that one item is getting more clicks than the other. And then you can compare and see, okay, is it the pictures, the title? What can I do to change it to make those items stand out more? Another great thing about eBay is you can use your social media platforms to advertise your items. I believe you can connect or link your eBay page to Facebook or Instagram, so that way whenever you create a new listing, your followers, friends, whoever can see that this new item is available. And then one of the biggest, most important things about having an eBay shop is good customer service. Before I started on eBay, I would shop around a bit and I would only ever buy stuff from sellers that had a good amount of good reviews. So 4 to 5 star reviews. And I would always look over the reviews before I made a purchase. So it's really important for you as a seller to build good rapport with your customers and build good reviews. So in order to do that, what I would do is always make sure I answered all the questions I got. I also made sure to ship my items out as promptly as possible. That way my customers were not waiting for the item, especially if they needed it at a certain time. Also making sure to have channels of open communication. Sometimes when you ship your items, things might get lost or get delayed, and I always made sure to contact the post office and really do everything on my end to make sure the package got where it needed to. Another thing that I found was super helpful to get good reviews was leaving a handwritten note in the package. So this is something I think that really helped me get a lot of 5-star reviews, because I would just leave a handwritten note and write, "Thank you so much for your purchase. Please leave a review if you'd like." And I think that really helped because most people aren't expecting to get a thank you note for shopping with someone. Just in general, I mean, you don't get a thank you note from Jeff Bezos from shopping on Amazon. Adding a note is a really nice, touching thing to do because people are like, oh, of course, why not leave a small little review saying that the seller was really helpful or nice or had prompt shipping. And in doing that, that really helps build your whole eBay shop, because then people will see you as a more trustworthy and reliable seller. So I hope these tips were helpful for you for starting on eBay, whether you're selling a lot or just a little. It's a great way to earn some money on the side, especially because of people now moving kind of away from fast fashion and trying to see what they can find pre-loved, thrifted, or secondhand. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.